Right back here at the Seth Williams Show with Chris Aiken on the CMS network and everywhere else. Yes, we are on iHeart as well.
You're happy about that, right?
I am very happy about that. In fact, still, Scott looking into getting that commercial. I just need to figure out the financial way to do that. Some breaking news here, I guess.
Okay.
Happening while we're doing this. Marine veteran Daniel Penney has been indicted for the subway chokehold death of Jordan Neely.
Oh, boy.
Indicted Wednesday for the indicted on charges of criminally negligent homicide and second-degree manslaughter.
Well, let's hope that he's found not guilty on that one.
Yeah. To me, this is a pressure indictment.
Of course.
By this grand jury. This is insane to me. I mean, you have a crazy person who's been arrested 42 different times.
Yeah.
Who's on a subway saying that he doesn't care if he dies. He doesn't care if he goes to jail. Yeah. It's on video.
Mm-hmm.
A Marine steps up to neutralize the situation. And it wasn't a 20-minute kneeling on a neck of a drug addict, by the way. It was a chokehold to prevent this person from doing harm to others.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, by the way, had the assistance of other people on the train.
And they're not being charged or not yet?
What's that?
Are they being charged too?
Not that I've seen, no.
Okay.
But Daniel Penney is being indicted, or has been indicted on
it's New York?
Manslaughter.
Is this New York?
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, of course. I mean, that's what, you could pick the cities that it could have been, but of course it's New York, and with that ridiculous DA that they have up there, and then when you have all the protests and all the bullshit that people do, I guess I didn't expect anything less out of New York.
Yeah, well,
this is the lesson to you, my friend, of what could happen if you take somebody out when you're security on Saturday the 24th.
Well, like I said before, if you take them out, take them all the way out, because if you're going to jail for it, you might as well get your money's worth.
As Daniel said, his chest was rising and he was breathing. You can clearly see that in the video.
And that'll be why he's not guilty.
No wonder people don't step up to stop things. No. And that is pretty messed up anymore. It really is insane what's going on, because I've seen part of my day is spent looking for videos to play on this show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I open up the show every time with a bunch of videos.
Sure.
That I find throughout the day. And last night I was watching one. I think it was too big actually for me to download. But it was from my phone to this, whatever. And it was a video of, I think, a Steak and Shake somewhere, where a group of teens were sitting where they should not be sitting. The staff told them to move, and it erupted into an all-out brawl. Now, there were a bunch of people there, but you know what happened?
Yeah, cameras came
Everybody took out their friggin' phones and started recording everything instead of actually stopping what was going on.
Yeah, started yelling "World Star."
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely insane. What these people on the subway could have done instead of recording the damn thing is helped out the situation.
Yeah. Yeah, we're in a bad time, dude. Everything's a mess. You know, it's like we talked about with Michael on Monday about wouldn't it be nice if there was just a little bit of the mob mentality back into the cities, where you didn't mess with your cities and the neighborhood took care of itself. I miss that day. That day is gone, man. Instead, now it's just the next need for a TikTok video. That's all it is.
So what do you do now? What do you do if you see something happening? Do you say something? Do you do something? Or do you just walk away? Or do you take your phone out? I don't know what you do anymore.
Well, I would never I think I would still just roll the dice. Personally, I think I would honestly just roll the dice, and I'm going to stop a situation if it's in front of me. Whatever that circumstances be damned. I don't think I'm capable of just sitting back and saying, okay, go ahead, kill him. I'm going to sit back and watch and not interfere. I don't think I have that in me.
I mean, I don't know what I would do if I was in a situation at a restaurant, a fight broke out, whether I would try to like stop it, or if I saw somebody stealing, I'm probably not gonna. What am I gonna do?
I don't think I'd stop anybody stealing anymore because that's senseless there. That's just, you just know that the laws allow the theft. So basically they're not breaking the law. Where the law says there's no penalty for up to $900 or whatever, then go ahead. As far as I'm concerned, go ahead.
But I don't know what I would do if I was in a situation on a train or a bus. God, I don't ever want to get on a bus. But I don't know what I would do if somebody was acting up and either threatening people or.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe when I was a little bit more agile, I wasn't much more agile, but when I had 2 legs, I might have done something. But now I don't know what I would do.
Well,
I mean, I'd like to think that I would step up and do something.
Yeah, you would like to. I mean, you would think that you would. Dude, if that's how you were before, that's how you are now. I mean, honestly, even with the leg not as good as it was, if there was something you legitimately thought you could do, you would end up doing it because your internal morality will tell you to do so. You can't. Nobody. When push comes to shove into something real, nobody sits there and thinks about, well, am I going to get in trouble for this? You just do it. You just, your internal guy in your head just tells you what to do.
I mean, I saw a video the other day of a couple. I think it was at Cedar Point, but amusement park. But I think it was Cedar Point, and they had a kid, and they were trying to force this kid to get on like another roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
And the kid was saying no, he didn't want to, and the kid started asking for help, and looked panicked. You could see it in the video. This kid looked panicked,
right?
And you hear the mother or whatever she was say, "We don't have to keep you." And apparently this was a foster parent.
Okay.
And said that to this kid, and somebody was recording it. Now, instead of recording the damn thing, if you see a kid that's in trouble, you see a kid that is asking for help, why don't you do something?
Yeah, instead of video.
Put the damn phone away instead of putting it on social media.
Yeah.
And grab somebody. Grab an authority at the park. Follow that family.
Yeah, but the problem is that the authorities won't even bother with that anymore. Look at how many, dude, you're a TikTok guy. Look at how many freaking Disney fights there are out there.
There's a lot.
There's no, again, all of the stuff that we were raised on is gone. That's the part that we don't want it to be true. We don't want to admit that it's true, but it's gone. Dude, when you were a kid, if you were acting up in a store, your mom would grab you by the ear and yank you out. Remember those days when you were 6, 7 years old? I can remember running through the grocery store with my arm out and just knocking boxes into the aisle. Like boxes of cereal or soda or whatever, just knocking it all off the shelves. And I can remember as plain as day, the minute my mom caught me, it was grabbed one ear and just yanking me right the hell out of the store. And then sitting with me in the car yelling at me or giving me a smack with a what do you call it, a hairbrush or whatever she had. Comb.
Sandy says recording for evil TikTok. Look, not all TikTok is evil, believe me. There's plenty of things I could show you on TikTok that are very nice. And I'm not talking about the girls. I'm talking about there are some redeeming qualities about TikTok. I've seen, reuniting of families from military members and stuff like that. So there are things you can do that are good for social media.
Well,
however,
where's the good social media you should be looking at instead? That's my question to Sandy. Which one is better?
There's
YouTube, Daily Motion, Odyssey, Twitter?
Odyssey, YouTube, Facebook, and only the Seth Williams Show.
Yes,
all of it.
That's the only good ones. And even those might get crazy sometimes. Who knows?
Yeah. You do what your morals lead to.
That's right. Yeah. I do the same thing. It's one of the reasons I stopped going to stores, because I kept yelling at people.
If someone stealing from a store, I would let employees know they can decide what to do.
Yeah.
I did that one time. I've done that one time, and I don't like being a narc kind of guy. That's not my style. But I saw a guy. I was in a liquor store, and I saw a guy putting a big fucking Crown Royal bag down his pants.
Right.
And I went over to him, and basically, I was probably being selfish. I just don't want my liquor prices raised.
Right.
And so I was telling the owner of the store that this guy was stealing, and they let the guy walk out. Didn't even say a damn thing.
Yeah, they don't care. They'll just write it off. Just one bottle. They don't care.
I mean, yeah, it's probably more hassle to stop them than it is to.
Well, it's more of a legal entanglement too now.
But yeah, the whole whipping out the phone thing is kind of insane. I hope that I wouldn't do that if I was in that kind of situation. I don't think I would. I don't know.
You just don't worry about it, man. I mean, that's thankfully I don't spend enough time out in the public to where I got to worry about any of this crap. You know, I stay hidden in my little cave here.
Social media is like a lie. It spreads 100 times faster than one truth.
It's true. It's absolutely true.
Well, now this Daniel Penney is going to be tried, I guess, on these charges. And
well, if they've got video of the guy still breathing when he let go, then they're not guilty. Ding, ding.
How about this? You know, you should. That guy's a hero. He should be given a medal for helping people, for stopping a crazy person.
I agree.
How about that crazy person should have been on the streets to begin with?
Well, come on.
And I know there's a lot of bleeding hearts out there, and you know I have family members that are some of them.
It's mentally challenged.
I apologize. But you got to stop these people at some point. Yeah. You got to there's got to come a time where, again, this is what we talked about at the beginning of the show, where we actually go back to having some normalcy.
Yeah. We need the insane asylums back to lock some of these people up. Some people just are not meant to be freewheeling in the streets. They're just not meant to be that way. See, the cop came from Euclid.
Kid actually asked why he was shot. He had a gun in his hand, and it came up towards the cops. You remember the Tamir Rice thing?
Yeah.
The kid that had the gun?
Yeah, the 12-year-old or something?
Yeah, and it wasn't a real gun. It was a fake gun, whatever
gun
it was.
Or something, yeah.
And he was putting them in people's faces and twirling around on the streets and stuff. And then the cops pulled up and they ended up shooting the kid.
Pulled out and shot him, yeah.
You know, I was able, along with other people that I worked with, to be able to see the difference between some of these guns. I mean, we had cops actually bring in a box of guns, one of which was a pink gun.
Sure.
And it looked like a toy. The gun was real. And you don't know the difference between these things sometimes.
No.
And, you know, you shouldn't be doing that kind of thing.
And a lot of the
you
real
could tell, when we were kids, you could tell the difference between a cops and robbers gun that we were playing with when it was a cap gun, and you could tell when it was a plastic little thing. You can't tell the difference now.
No.
And you have to be smart. Or how about this? Raise your kids to be smart enough to do the right damn thing.
Yeah. How about just, in today's world, how about just not be out with a gun of any sort, real or fake? You know, because you don't know. Look. Here's a gun. Is it real? Is it a BB gun? Is it fake? Is it a toy? What do you think? Can you tell?
I can't tell.
Nobody can tell. I mean, here it is. No one can tell. I know. And believe me, if you break into my house, you'll know. But you know, I mean, that's the thing is, I mean, that doesn't look that much different from a toy gun that you would buy in a store, like in Walmart, does it?
No, it doesn't. And I don't know. When my boss were very young in the store, youngest was causing a scene. If we don't stop, you got to take care of these kids.
Yeah, of course.
If you'll never support the Guardians because you're a lifelong Indians fan, join us here.
All right, I'm saving that. I'll click that link after the show.
Is that a good link to click? We got to make sure.
Well, it's a Facebook group. It can't be that bad.
My Facebook got hacked the other day, apparently.
Did it? Oh, that's not good.
Somebody said that got a friend request from me and had like a picture on it. Like,
Okay.
and where does this come from where people are too freaking stupid to understand that that's not my Facebook? Just report the damn thing and then get it over with.
Yeah. Especially when you have a show. You have a show where if you indeed lost your page, you'd be on the show saying, hey, I lost my page. So.
But I don't know. This Daniel Penney thing kind of has me in a little bit of a tizzy because, I know people that want him and support him going to jail, what he did, and I don't understand. I don't understand why the crazies are still let out. I don't understand why that guy wasn't in jail to begin with.
Right.
And if the Justice Department, if the justice system did things the right way, then none of this happens.
Now you'd be getting a key to the city of Manhattan.
And then on top of it, who do they not arrest? They don't arrest the people that are standing in the middle of the subway tracks, blocking people from getting to work or to wherever they need to go.
No,
they don't
right.
arrest the people that are protesting and burning shit down. They don't arrest those people, but they arrest the guy that's trying to stop something bad from happening.
Yeah, but those people were angry, Seth. Don't you know that?
I forgot.
They were disenfranchised and angry.
In this rant that I want to play from Glenn Beck, I'm going to do it on the bonus content. He talks about the media just lies to you, and they lied directly to your freaking face.
Oh, yeah.
There were media members actually saying at the time of the riots and these protests that go on, these are peaceful protests.
Yeah.
While there was a car burning in the background,
Mm-hmm.
you can see buildings and cars on fire as they're telling you that these are peaceful protests that are allowed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And we as Americans put up with it. And we say, yes, sir.
They're just
And
like,
we move along.
Yeah. That's it.
And, it's about time that we wake up. And I talk about some of that stuff in the bonus content. Sign up on Odyssey, $4.99 a month.
There you go. Perfect. All right, so you did, real quick before we end the show, you did an interview today yourself?
Yes, I did.
Look at you. You're talking about me with my mafia connection. Look at you, internet guy.
I did an interview with another podcast.
Look at that.
The Lord.
Live and Loud with the Lord.
Live and Loud with the Lord.
That's right.
Great guy.
Yeah, Lord Nelson.
Lord Nelson, very good guy. And we talked for like almost 45 minutes.
Okay.
And he literally asked from when I was born what kind of shoes I wore to anything that's going on tonight with my life.
Right.
But he is very thorough and he's a very funny guy, very entertaining. And I'm not talking shit about him. He's really, really cool.
Sure.
And I love talking to him. I want to get him on this show too, so people can see what I'm talking about. He's a super nice guy. We talked about everything from what this show is all about, what it means to me, and what Triv meant to me.
Sure.
And the health problems that I had and continue to have, but he was very cool. We even talked about the Browns and Steelers because he had a couple of Steelers hats in the background.
Well, everybody's got a flaw.
Yeah, but he was he was very, very cool. Live and Loud with the Lord.
Yes.
And what night? You said he's on Saturday nights?
Yeah.
Saturday nights he releases his stuff?
He releases Saturday nights on CMS Network and YouTube and Odyssey and all the places.
So you got to look for this, though, because it was a very cool interview. I really enjoyed doing it. So I'm looking forward to actually checking that out.
Absolutely.
When he releases. We got to find out when he's going to put that out there because I want to check it out. But I picked up one thing from him today. I don't know if you've noticed.
What's that?
Because I've done it a couple of times now during the show.
Mm-hmm.
I've said the Seth Williams Show with Chris Aiken on the CMS Network.
Oh, yeah.
Because that guy was the king of promoting the hell out of the CMS Network.
Dude, he is so happy to be on the CMS Network. He does. Like every post he puts on his Facebook, everything is his name of his company is what? Five Royals Entertainment.
Yeah.
And he literally every post he has is Five Royals Entertainment and the CMS Network present Live and Loud with the Lord. It's like the longest intro ever, but
yeah, and then like he was cool about it. They kept saying it like I gotta say it 3 times. CMS Network. And it was very fun. It was a good interview, I think, anyways. I don't know if I sucked. I probably sucked, but he was very good. He was very entertaining. So look for that.
Dude, have you ever heard his song with Stuck Mojo about that was anti, I guess not anti-Muslim, but anti-Iraqi war or it was anti the 9/11 terrorists.
Yeah. No, I haven't heard it.
Let me see if I can pull up. We won't play all of it because it's like 7 minutes long, but let me see if I can pull
Real quick
up.
while you're doing that, Flat Earth Guy is going to join us Monday the 26th.
Yes.
Monday the 26th of June. Flat Earth Guy, Plain Truth Guy / conspiracy guy. He's got some really great stuff. Some stuff that I think is going to be mind-blowing to a lot of people.
I would think. He said that. Let's see if it's true.
Look, he told me via text and on the phone, because I called him to set up a date with him, that I may be able to retire after this news breaks, and we're going to go. We're going to go. Everything's going to go crazy when this news is announced.
All right.
So Flat Earth Guy will be joining us on the 26th. Next Monday, we have another mob guy on.
Yeah, Scott Dietschy.
So we're going to talk to him about that kind of stuff. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, got a lot of guests coming. Slowly but surely, we're getting a whole lot of stuff. That is a Metallica show from Cleveland in 2018, I guess. It was last tour, whatever last tour was. Of course, that's where my seats were, 9 million miles away from the stage. So, it was not good seats, and it was ridiculously priced. So, here, I'm just going to play you a little bit of this opens so that you can see. You were talking earlier about me being big and tall. Yeah. This is a big, tall man. He's like every bit of 6'5", 6'6", and menacing as hell. Check out. This is Lord Nelson, who you interviewed with earlier today. This is from Stuck Mojo from 10 years ago or so. Here we go.
But I speak raw when your hate is provoking. The season is open 24/7, 365. Man up, yo, time to ride. No need to hide behind slogans.
Now be honest.
Claiming that you're a religion of peace. We just don't believe you. We can clearly see through the madness that you're feeding your people. Jihad.
Be honest. You would not mess with that guy.
No, not even a little bit. And I'll be honest with you, when I did the interview with him, I had no idea. I mean, not that I haven't heard of the band, but I didn't listen to the band.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a shot against him. But I didn't know he was a badass dude.
Oh, yeah.
Because when I talked to him, he really was just a funny, fun kind of guy. He never had he had a smile on his face the entire time.
Oh, yeah. He's totally happy. It's weird when you see this. This is like angry.
Yeah, but that's badass. That's good stuff.
Yeah, that open season, that is mean. That is a mean song to say the least.
We're gonna have to get him on this show.
Oh yeah, well he has a new band too, so he's got a record done, and I've heard it. It's really good, so we'll have him on.
And then we're trying to get another band for next Wednesday.
Yes. Yeah, we don't have word on that one yet, but
cool stuff coming. Looking forward to the Flat Earth Guy joining us again, and I'm telling you, this one, he says he has some stuff that's going to change. Life for us.
All right. Well, I'm game for that. I know it's going to change life for me in about 3 minutes. Tulum.
There you go. Thank you to Tony Massachi for joining us from Tulum in Twinsburg. And I don't know what I think I'm having Subway again. That's all I have is Subway.
All right, Jared.
Hey, man. There's a Jared Netflix special or something on right now that I've been trying to check out, and then I'm afraid to. What kind of porn I'm going to be getting to see?
Well, like Jared, you lost half your legs from eating Subway.
Yes.
There you go.
I actually walked around Cleveland Brown Stadium with that guy back in the day.
Oh, how
when
fun.
all this stuff was going on behind the scenes that nobody knew about, I didn't know, obviously. But I was literally walking with him around Cleveland Brown Stadium.
Nice. I hope it wasn't Kids' Day.
Should I be upset he didn't try to touch me?
Too old.
I guess. Everybody have a great weekend. Happy Father's Day to everybody.
Yeah. And we'll be back on Juneteenth to celebrate that day.
We will be celebrating Juneteenth.
Can't wait.
Happy Father's Day to you.
Thank
Chris.
you. Same to you, sir.
And appreciate everybody listening. God willing, we'll talk to you again next week. Have a great rest of the one and a good weekend as well.
See ya.
See ya.